You have learned complex number part in the first module. First module also have vectors introduction, like what is vectors, how to add, subtract vector, how to multiply vectors, and so such things. So we will finish all those topics today, okay, in this video. Okay, in vectors, first let me tell you what a vector is. What is vector? Okay, uh, just enough to just enough for you to know for exams. Okay, so first this is my 2i plus 3j. So a vector is written like this. It's an equation. On the left hand side, you have name of the vector, that is a, and it is represented by a bar on the top of it. So it is a bar equals, on the right hand sides, there are some numbers and there is I, j. Okay. So it is read like a bar is equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap. So what are I cap and j cap and what are 2 and 3? So it's basically vector is an arrow. Okay, so each vector is an arrow. So if you have a axis system like this, so I'll write in the place of x-axis, I'll write I cap. Okay, it's the I-axis and it's the j-axis. So what is the number beside I have? The number beside I is 2. So in the I direction, I'll go 2 in the direction of I, two rights. Okay. Next, the number beside j is 3. Okay. So next, from this point, from origin to, I have traveled to now this point. From this point, I'll go 1, 2, 3 up. Okay. So now this is 2, this is 3. So it is 2i plus 3j. So what will I get? So a bar is equal to 2i plus 3j is this arrow. This arrow is a bar. Okay. So if I have b bar is equal to, say, 2i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. So now I have a new term k. Okay. So for I and j I had 2 axes. For obviously I, j, k I will have 1, 2 and a 3-dimension axis. Okay. So this is my I axis, this is my j axis, and this is my k axis. Okay. So beside I have 2. So I have 1, 2. So I'll come here. Okay. In the beside j, I have minus 2. So this is plus 1, plus 2 in the j. So minus 1, minus 2 will be minus 1, minus 2. So I will go this distance in this direction. Okay. This is my 2. This is my minus 2. Okay. Let me write in the black. This is my 2. This is my minus 2. And then beside k, I have, if there is nothing, it means I have 1. So in the direction of k, I will go 1. Okay. So it is like 2 times I minus 2 times j and 1 times k. B bar is equal to 2i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. So the final vector will be like this. This is my B bar vector. Okay. So each vector is a arrow, be it is in 2-dimension or 3-dimension. Okay. So if it is an arrow, so I can find the length of this arrow, right? Like this. What is the length of this arrow? Okay. So how do so I'll call the name. The naming is length is this modulus a bar. Okay. It is also called magnitude of a vector. So if in the question I will ask, find the magnitude of a vector A, so it means you are actually finding the length of the arrow A. So how will you find that? Magnitude of A bar is under root. Okay. The number beside I squared plus the number beside j squared. Okay. You can see it, right? If it's a right angle triangle, if you want this length is 2 square plus 3 square under root, right? According to Pythagoras theorem. The same way. So modulus of a bar is under root 2 square is 4 plus 3 square is 9, which is under root 13. So the length of a bar is modulus of a is equal to root 13. So similarly, the magnitude of b, b is modulus b bar. So the length of this arrow, modulus b bar, this is modulus a bar. Modulus b bar is what? It is under root. Whatever the number beside I is 2 square plus whatever the number beside j is minus 2 square. You have to take with sign and square the whole term. Next, the number beside k is 1 square. Okay, so what will that be? Under root 2 square is 4 plus minus 2 square is also plus 4. Okay, plus 1 square is 1. That will be under root 9. So magnitude of b is plus 3. So I know square root of 9 is plus or minus 3, but we are finding the length of the arrow. We can say the length, if there is no meaning for minus 3 length. So the length of this b arrow is 3. The magnitude of the vector b is 3. So that's how you find magnitude of a vector. Okay. So we'll argue one more vector and we'll solve one more magnitude question. Okay. Let me make some space. Okay. So the next question is c bar is equal to root 2 I cap plus root 2 j cap plus root 2 k cap. So this is a vector because there is a bar here and there are I, j, k terms, and beside I have root 2 and beside j I have plus root 2 and beside k I have plus 1. Okay, so what is the magnitude of c bar? Magnitude of c bar is under root. The number beside I is root 2 whole square. The number beside j is root 2 whole square. The number beside k is 1 whole square. So what will that be? Root 2 square is square and square root get cancels. I will have just 2 plus root 2 whole square is again square and square root get cancels. I have 2 and 1 square is 1. So modulus of c or magnitude of vector c is 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5 square root of 5. So this is how we find magnitude of a vector, and this is very important. Okay. Okay. So the next topic is after we can find magnitude and we can write vectors as an arrow. The next topic is scalar multiplication. What do you mean by a scalar? Okay. So a vector, you know already, it's a bar is equal to 2i plus 3j plus k, something like that. It has I, j, k terms and it has a bar above. So scalar is just a number. A is equal to 2. There is no bar. There are no I, j, k terms. It's just a number. A is equal to 2. So what happens when you multiply this number, scalar number, to a vector? So my vector is 2i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. Okay, this is my vector and this is my scalar. So what happens when we multiply scalar to a vector? So this is how I write it. 2 times a bar. Okay. So what happens? How do I calculate 2 times a bar? 2 I'll write as it is and I'll write my vector 2i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. Okay. So first what will I do? 2 times 2. What will I get? 4 I cap. Okay. Next 2 times minus 2 I'll do. Okay, 1 at a time. This into this plus this into this plus this into this. 2 times minus 2 is minus 4 j cap. Next what I'll do? 2 times this. So what will that be? 2 times 1 is plus 2 k cap. So my 2 times a bar is this. So what happens to the arrow? So I know 2i minus 2j plus k is something arrow like this. This is my a bar. A bar is from this point it is like this. So 2 times a bar is just this is my 2 times a bar. It's just twice the length. The length is multiplied by 2 times. If you take the modulus of a bar and if you take modulus of the 2 times a bar, it will be twice as long. Okay, so check that. Take the find the magnitude of this and then find the magnitude of this and see they are 2 times each other. Okay. So what do I mean by if my scalar is now b is equal to 1 by 2? Okay, so what is 1 by 2 times a bar? It is 1 by 2 2i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. Again 1 by 2 into 2 first. Okay, so what will I get? 1 by 2 into 2 is 2 get cancels, 1 I cap. Next 1 by 2 into minus 2. So again plus into minus minus 2 to 2 get cancelled, so it is 1 j cap. Okay, Next 1 by 2 into plus 1. What will I get? 1 by 2 into 1 is 1 by 2 k cap. Okay, this is my 1 by 2 a bar. So what happens to the arrow? The arrow will be from this point to just here. This is my 1 by 2 a bar. The direction of the arrow, the way it points doesn't change, only the length of the arrow changes when we do scalar multiplication. Okay, so what happens if I multiply a scalar minus 1? Okay, minus 1 times a bar. Okay, so minus 1 into what was my vector? 2i bar minus 2j bar, so 2j cap plus k cap. Okay. So again, this and this first, what will I get? Minus 1 into 2 is minus 2 I cap as it is. Next, minus 1 into minus 2. Minus 1 into minus 2 is minus into minus is plus, 1 into 2 is 2. 2 j cap. Okay. Minus 1 into this. Next. So minus 1 into plus 1 is minus 1 k cap. This is my minus 1 a bar. So what happens to the arrow? The arrow is now flipped. It will be from this point, exact distance opposite. It's pointing opposite. Now direction changed to 180 degree, but the size remains, the length remains same. This is my minus a bar. You got it right. You can multiply scalars in this fashion one at a time, and it changes the length of the arrow and change the direction only when you multiply by minus. Okay, that's it about scalar multiplication. Okay, after learning magnitude and scalar multiplication, so now we will learn the concept of unit vector. Okay, so now let's say I have a vector a bar. Okay, what is a bar? A bar is 1 by root 3 I cap plus 1 by root 3 j cap plus 1 by root 3 k cap. Okay, so the arrow is something like this, a bar. Okay, what is the length of the arrow? The length of the arrow, how will you find? We will find magnitude or length is modulus a bar. Modulus a bar is under root whatever is beside I, take that and square, plus whatever is beside j, take that and square, plus whatever is beside k, take that and square. Okay, what will I get? 1 by root 3 square. Okay, 1 square is, let me write this, 1 square is 1 over root 3 square is square and square root get cancels, so it is just 3. Root 3 square is 3 plus again 1 by root 3 square is 1 by 3. 1 by root 3 square is 1 by 3. So what will I get? All the denominators are same, so I will keep the denominator as it is and I will add the numerator 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1. It will be 3 by 3. It will be under root 1. So my magnitude of A is what? 1. So the length of this arrow is 1. So vectors A bar whose magnitude is 1 are called unit vectors. Okay. So what are the few of the simplest unit vectors? I cap, j cap and k cap are unit vectors. They are unit vectors in the direction of x, y and z. All of the length of all these vectors are 1 and 1 and 1. Okay. So a bar is a unit vector. So there is a special notation. How you know unit vectors apart from normal vectors? You can write them as a cap. Okay. So instead of a bar, I'll write a cap is a unit vector whose magnitude is